books. Can't escape from the team. Call the morning steam. It's time to break. Call the morning steam. It's time to break. Run for cover. That's gonna cover. That's gonna cash. Then we make the 100-yard dash to the window. I don't know what you thought. It's Ramon Scott running so hot. Sports make money and we make money with sports money every single day. NFL, NHL, NCAA. Stay away from the juice or might play a parlay. It's the morning steam. What? Ramon Scott. Sports money. What? Wake your ass up and let's get to the money. Get to the money. You know how we do it.
All right, and a pleasant good morning to you, coming from the sports betting capital of the world, Las Vegas. This is Ramon Scott, and welcome to the Morning Steam Show here for Tuesday, October 21st. Ready for a great day of sports betting action, including day one of the NBA. We've also got some NHL on tap and a couple of college football games from Conference USA here tonight. And we've got our World Series set after we saw the Blue Jays, and by George Springer with the big home run last night to put the Toronto Blue Jays back in the World Series for the first time since, unbelievably, 1993. Remember that memorable home run? I remember right where I was when that home run was hit by Joe Carter, and the Blue Jays get it done against the Mariners. Toronto's bullpen was outstanding. 16 outs, allowed one hit. Meanwhile, Toronto, they tried to bring in Bizzardo instead of Nunez. Whether that was the difference or not, George hit it, the big home run, and the Blue Jays are in the World Series. And we do know the line, of course, with the game one line, of course, a little bit slighter than the overall series line, right? With the Dodgers coming in on the road to the Dome for game one. Dodgers about $1.50 or so, maybe $1.45 at some of the sharper shops, and maybe even a little higher at a few square shops showing DK here at $1.57, and the Dodgers are minus 220 to win the World Series over the Toronto Blue Jays. Friday night, we get it started at 8 Eastern, 5 Pacific, game one of the World Series after the Dodgers get it done. Blue Jays get it done. Great game. Certainly, Julio Rodriguez, Cal Raleigh, they hit solo home runs early. It felt like the Blue Jays were trying to break through. There were some men stranded on both teams there, but with Gausman coming in, and then Chris Bassett, a little bit of a hero here all of a sudden for Bassett, coming in to do a great job, as well as the Jays get back to the Fall Classic, where they'll take on the Dodgers as an underdog. All right, let's say hello to the chat. I know you guys are excited and ready for the series, but we've got other action too coming up. And there's M the Great. We saw him last night. Became a new member there. Jerry Jones says he's got the Dodgers at 10-1. Nuke says we're getting ready for a new day here. Jimmy's here as well. Robert McCormick joining us today. Jerry Jones here. Nuke says Yankees who, Seattle Mariners who, Dodgers who. He's ready for Ruda's Blue Jays all the way. Jimbo says also well, Blue Jays all the way. International World Series for sure here. Timothy Hawk, good morning. Hey everyone, like this video, subscribe to our channel, Sports Money here on YouTube. Fastest growing sports betting channel on YouTube. Robert says go Jays as well. Had that under there. And Crip Keys says Western Kentucky's in a big 15-0 revenge spot. Western Kentucky's lost 15 in a row to Louisiana Tech? What? All right. Thank you for joining me here on the show today. Hey, your chance to win free picks from me right here when you log in and comment in the chat, become one of the chat all-stars, and win a subscription to my premium picks over at winnable.com/Ramon. We have some great action here with the NFL this week. Also, NBA starting tonight, NHL as well. And man, we're just a couple weeks away here from college basketball. NHL 10-game card here tonight. So make sure you're joining me here with our drawing. All you have to do is comment in the chat. Hey, if you don't want to win it, you can pass it along to somebody. I don't mind. And use the promo code STEAM at checkout to save 20% off that premium pick packages. This is how you support me here on the Sports Betting Sports Money Network. If you want to see me keep coming back, please consider subscribing to this package. Otherwise, that might be it. So check it out over there at winnable.com/Ramon for just 50 cents a day. That keeps me coming here every day to the Sports Money Network. All right, we're going to get ready to start those games right now. We can review just a little bit of action here last night. I brought home a couple winners in the National Hockey League on that 5-game card here last night, including a winner on Minnesota and the Rangers game to go under yesterday. We also had the Jets and the Flames game to go under. Also, we had in Monday Night Football, let's get to it, with the Detroit Lions and the Tampa Bay Bucks, as the Lions won at 24-9 in an under. Jahmyr Gibbs had 218 yards and 2 touchdowns as the Lions outpaced Tampa Bay for sure, holding them to 250 yards. As Detroit has won 5 of 6. Coming into that one, Detroit continues to rock as a home favorite. Tampa really lost Mike Evans to another injury. This guy is just, how can he continue to go on, this great veteran, but injured just every time on an effort play with a broken collarbone. Last night, the Bucks couldn't go anywhere for the first 7 drives of the game, 2 turnovers, 5 punts, and they ended up running the ball 12 times for 41 yards against Detroit of all teams. So Tampa had been scoring in their previous 4 games over 30 points a game, but they were thwarted by the Lions. Much better team there last night. We did have the under as our play here on the morning steam, as was 24-9. And the Seahawks beat the Texans. It felt like they didn't want to. They tried to give it away so many times. That's how inept the Texans were. Seattle was hot early with 14 points on their first 3 drives, but couldn't really get much going after that. Penalties galore in this game, 22 penalties for 198 yards. Houston couldn't get anything going. They were averaging 1 yard per play in their first 4 drives of the game, and they rushed for only 56 yards. So unusual for a team to go +3 in the turnover category. They were talking about it on the broadcast last night and still lose the game. That is a sign of a bad team for sure. And Texans definitely had some woes there with their receivers and keeping Seattle off of them and the pressure. Really just a convincing victory there for the Seahawks last night, 27-19 over the Texans. There's Aubrey in the chat today. Nice to have Aubrey here as well. And Jerry says that the Dodgers will win it in 5. And that Toronto doesn't have 5 good pitch. Well, yeah, but you're only going to go with 3 pitchers pretty much in the World Series. But, man, Toronto has some pitchers anyway. They did the job there last night for sure. And, okay, I think that might be it for that. And we'll just get right into the previews here. We can cover this card relatively quickly with 10 hockey games. Hey, make sure you join me. Sorry about the information there last night. VB MMA picks, I believe, will air today at 2 p.m. Eastern and 11 a.m. Pacific time here as we get ready for UFC 321 from Abu Dhabi with that main event this week. Heavyweights Aspinall and Cyril Gane, Aspinall and Cyril Gane here this Saturday. Remember, that coverage will start this week at 10 a.m. Eastern, 7 a.m. Pacific. In fact, probably a little bit earlier, 9:45 Eastern, 6:45 Pacific. That coverage will start here on the Sports Money Network for Saturday UFC. Looking forward to that card from Abu Dhabi here this week. Sports money is money, says Justin there. Let's go to the action tonight because we're fired up and ready to go here. If the debut of the NBA tonight with Houston taking on Oklahoma City as the champs will raise their banner after winning the title last year, and they've got a hot rival in here to open the season in the Houston Rockets, now Oklahoma City. We know what we're getting with them. Man, they didn't even stop. They were going right through the preseason, taking names for sure. Looking pretty strong early on here with their record here anyway. We know Fred VanVleet is going to be out. Jason Tate is out. DFS is out for Houston, and for Oklahoma City, Jalen Williams with Jalen with an L. Know why? You know who I'm talking about. Kenrick Williams, Isaiah Joe. These guys are out here right now. It looks like in today's game for Oklahoma State. Houston comes off of a playoff season last year. They were very, very strong. They probably could. When you got a player in here like Kevin Durant join the team, sign that extension, you got to think that we know they're already good and a capable contender in the Western Conference to go up against Oklahoma City here. You got a strong lineup coming in for the Thunder, of course, here tonight with SGA, an absolutely terrific matchup. It feels like tonight, but not everybody's in a great matchup. It feels like in this game. We'll see how guys like Lou Dort, like Chet Holmgren, like Hartenstein in there against Sengun. Tough matchup against Alperen Sengun. I think Sengun has a good matchup too going up against the Thunder in this one. I think it should be a competitive game. A lot of times that ring ceremony will bring you down, especially if you haven't done it before. So for me, I think Houston probably can keep this one low. I think it's going to be more of a defensive game here in this opener with Houston. I think that's kind of what we can expect. Yeah, Houston needs to step up their offense if they're going to make more strides or get past this Oklahoma City team is what it feels like when you got these two here right now, especially when we'll talk Warriors and Lakers coming up, but with LeBron sidelined here for the first several weeks, and the Warriors continuing to get older. There's no doubt about it. It'll be up to the Rockets maybe to provide one of the challenges here to Oklahoma City this season. Go ahead with your picks in the chat here in our opener tonight with Golden State taking on Oklahoma City NBA opener here on NBC. Make note of that, everyone, because it should be noted. Game on network TV, both games here tonight. So 5 of the last 6 meetings between these two teams have gone over. But, I think at 227, I'm looking to go under here in this one with Houston and Oklahoma City. Yep, current line, it's even moved down here a little bit at 6.5 at DraftKings right now. And the total is moving higher here, 227.5, maybe even 228 right now. So, okay. Should be a pretty spectacular affair for sure. But I don't know. I think these two teams want to probably be pretty serious about this game tonight. I might think it goes under here in this one. I'll go to the chat and see what you guys think here in our openers tonight. And get your comments. I know a lot of you want to see a game or two here out the gate. Justin says he has to consider the Blue Jays to be competitive in this series here. Hey, they've had a great season. They actually had a better record than the Dodgers, obviously. Justin's got Shepard to get his points. Jerry's talking baseball still with the Dodgers and those bats. But, man, with Vladdy, with Springer, they got some bats for sure. But the Dodgers bats are out of this world. Justin's talking basketball on his 2-3 zone show. Sounds awesome, guys. Can't wait to see the 2-3 zone NBA style. Really looking forward to that. Robert's on Houston here, +7. Justin is on that under like I am tonight. And Jerry says it was a 3-0 sweep there, I think is what he's saying. Robert likes over in the first half. 9 Legacy says he's got the Rockets on the spread. He's got the Warriors on the spread. And Terrell says, some of that defense is gone. You lose Brooks and without Fred. So he likes the over in this one. All right, I'm going to take the under, though, for our first game tonight. Thank you in the chat. And we're underway here on the Morning Steam Show. Let's go next to the Warriors and the Lakers here, with the Warriors in this one favored here up to 3 right now, and the total 226. It does feel like it might be dropping just a little bit. Jimmy Butler probable for this one. He did come in with a little bit of an ankle turn, but he'll be ready to go here. Meanwhile, we know for LeBron it's going to be several weeks here right now. Could it be, as soon as Thanksgiving possibly, or will it be Christmas again? Remember, just 2 years ago, how much time LeBron missed. Remember, it's just always a scramble to get into the playoffs. That's the way LeBron goes about it. Just get to the playoffs. That's all you need. And his age, hard to believe he's not ready to go here. Sciatica, yeah, it's difficult. I understand of the back injury. I mean, it's the most fragile thing really in the body for the most part. So, for the Lakers, they'll have to rely on a lot of Luka here and a lot of inexperienced bench, man. Who are these guys? You almost want to say, once you get past some of the guys like Austin Reeves, like Rui Hachimura, DeAndre Ayton in there as well. But what about after that for the Lakers? And what about this Golden State lineup that they're going to be bringing in here with Jimmy Butler expected to go here right now, and Curry going, Buddy Hield, Dre in there, Big Al's on the Warriors here. So we'll see how you guys have it. But, man, come on. I know we were fading the Lakers during the regular season. And you know what? I think there are going to be some spots early on where I'm going to look to take the Lakers, not because they don't have LeBron, but at least they know they don't have LeBron. And maybe there'll be some spots against some weaker teams here. But, man, this seems desolate here, even with Luka here. Tough matchup for Luka, I would think, for sure, the way the Warriors can play against players like him and make him feel uncomfortable here. Not going to deny that he could have a monster game and be the most productive player on the floor, but will he get really his projected numbers tonight? Those are pretty darn high for sure coming in. So take a look what you have in this one with the Warriors and the Lakers. Moody is out for the Warriors in this one, so we'll see. I mean, Warriors did finish pretty strong last year, and Butler was a pretty good addition. They've got the depth on the bench to take this one down, I would think, for sure. For the Lakers, yeah, you know what? I'm still kind of a DeAndre Ayton fan, but I know he's got some shortcomings and really isn't a clutch player necessarily. But look, they're going to try to have Marcus Smart in there. They're going to have LaRabia in there, but man, they're still a little bit thin. And I think that's what ends up being the difference here in a game like this. So I think the Warriors probably can take them down, but I'm going to go with the over in this one at 226. I don't think there's much answer for the Lakers to slow down the Warriors here, and the Lakers figure that their best chance is just to get up tempo if they can with these guys, it feels like to me here tonight. Let's take a look at some of the action from you guys in the chat. In this one, 6 straight meetings between these two teams have gone over. Here we go in the chat. Justin's got Ayton for a double-double here. Terrell says the LeBron-less Lakers. Robert's got Golden State in this one. Jimbo is on the Warriors here. And Terrell says, yeah, the props, they're just too high. I can't even do it. I know that I certainly get bummed there a little bit when the number, you want to go with those guys, and hey, he could still smash them. I mean, there's no doubt. Oklahoma City will stomp on Houston. Sir Mackey, he's no favorite. LeBron's no favorite of Sir Mackey there, of course. And Jerry says he can't wait till Ohtani striking out the blue chip. Okay, and over there for Robert. All right, guys. So it should be great tonight. First game goes off at 7:40 Eastern, 4:40 Pacific on NBC tonight, and second game 10:10 Eastern, 7:10 Pacific with the Warriors and the Lakers. We'll get a new kind of television package and situation tonight to kind of go through and analyze as well. See how NBC gets back in the game. We'll hear the famous NBA on NBC song tonight. NYC or like see over here. Nuke says Ohtani will pardon me, not strike out 10 Blue Jays in that opening game. I'd imagine at home. Well, we'll wait till Friday. Kind of want to. Irish King says the Blue Jays are not beating the Dodgers. You know what? I know the Dodgers are super right now, but, that's a lot of momentum. The Blue Jays got it back, and they'll have that home field advantage. All right, I guess that's it for the NBA tonight. Pardon me, man. Okay, here we go. Going to go to some college football here tonight and take a look at the matchups here in the Sun Belt here tonight. College football action. Let's take a look at the games. We got two games here, including Kennesaw State taking on Florida International here in this one. Kennesaw State comes in with a 4-2 record. They beat Louisiana Tech last time out. 35-7. They have pretty good balance for sure coming into this one. Got pretty good quarterback in Dexter Williams here. Pretty good numbers so far. They will be missing. Let me get the injury report here. Okay, here we go. Florida International missing 4 receivers out of their lineup over from last week, or at least they're all questionable here coming into this one. And you guys can come in the chat and comment as well on our action here tonight in college football. Kennesaw here, a 3-point favorite on the road. Now, here's the thing. Kennesaw's, definitely improved. People say maybe one of the most improved, maybe the most improved team in the country this season. They're a 3-point favorite, and the thing is, they opened here at +2. They opened at +2 at Circa, and now are -3 here on the road. Now, the funny thing about that is, if you look at what's been going on here, Kennesaw State, they've lost 10 straight games on the road, dating back to the last season, and I think even a little bit before that, 10 straight road losses. Meanwhile, Florida International comes in having covered 6 of their last 7 games at home, dating back to last year. They've covered 8 of their last 11 games overall. I mean, this sounds as if they've got it all wrong. Someone on this network says wrong team favored. Now, Kennesaw is 8-4 against the spread. Their last 12 games, and they, like I said, they've got a good record here, 4-2. They've won 4 out of their last 5 coming in. But Florida International does come in 3-3 here. I gotta take them. Florida International, great job by Kennesaw, one of the most improved teams. And yes, that 10-game road losing streak is the fact that they, were looking pretty dismal, and they've turned it around kind of dramatically here, actually, this season, even after a little bit of a rugged start. Now they're looking pretty good. But I'm going to have to take FIU +3 at home. All right, here we go. And let's see here. Justin likes them here on the money line. Jimbo says go under in this one at 50. Do I have 50 on the screen or I have 48? Okay, yes, 50 there. And let's see here. NYC Bar likes the under here in this one. And FIU for Jimmy. And Robert says under here. And you guys are having some fun in there talking World Series. I like it. And Greg Gibson said, you know what? He predicted 27-23 Packers. Oh my God. Jimbo. Greg. Wow. Oh, man. Nuke likes FIU. Terrell says FIU did beat he says they beat Western Kentucky on the road last week. That's pretty good, right? Western Kentucky, pretty good team. So maybe FIU has bounced up a little bit here. 10 straight road losses. I can't get over that. It's not a major statistic, but for a team that's coming in here a little bit that just starting to get their success going, it does feel like a bit of a task to cover a field goal here on the road. And Art Thompson's here this morning. Good morning. And Stop Geo is here this morning. Good morning to Stop Geo. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and take Florida International in that one. Next up, let's go to the next one here with Western Kentucky taking on Louisiana Tech. Yeah, you just mentioned Western Kentucky and their game last week, 25-6, and then I was at home too. Remember, they really kind of flat laid an egg. I think I lost that one. Hilltoppers were struggling there last week in the passing game. I mean, that was very uncharacteristic of Western Kentucky. And can they kind of bounce back here and get it done against a Louisiana Tech team that they're 4-2 here right now and favored, and they're kind of taking the action. Western Kentucky was a 2-point dog at some openers and now up to 3.5 here, although one book here in Vegas did open Louisiana Tech as a 4-point favorite here. So, of course, for Western Kentucky, they've got Maverick McIver, who's supposed to be pretty good, but he struggled there last week. He did complete nearly 65% of his passes, but only 159 yards, along with 3 interceptions. Meanwhile, Louisiana Tech lost to Kennesaw State 35-7, and the Bulldogs were struggling for sure offensively as well. So we'll see here. I mean, can they get the offenses together against one another here and get something done? I think it's got to be a little bit of a concern here for Western Kentucky. Yeah, they have beat Delaware, they beat Missouri State, but we'll see. Western Kentucky can get this passing game back going here again. I mean, I kind of want to trust them here getting the hook, but probably just go to the total. You guys can comment here as well in this one and see what you guys have here. But Louisiana Tech covering numbers for sure. They are 4-2 straight up, 5-1 against the spread so far. Meanwhile, Western Kentucky 5-2 straight up and against the spread, despite the clunkiness. So both teams kind of had it rough. It feels like there last week. Louisiana Tech's been a pretty solid under for sure so far this season. Let's go to the chat, though, and see what you guys have here in our other college football game tonight in the Conference USA. I think I called them Sunbelt earlier, a little behind the times. All right, here we go, and get your plays ready in the chat. With Irish King says Rockets won't even make the playoffs. Oh, I don't know about that. Robert here is on the under, I believe, in this one. Barr says Western Kentucky. Greg says I'll just pick the score. That's what I'd do. He says 27-22 La Tech. La Tech, like I said, 3-0 against the spread at home, 4-1 against the spread as a favorite. But so far, man, Louisiana Tech 1-5 to the under. Western Kentucky 1-2 to the under on the road. Jim likes the under here. Irish King loves Alejandro Kirk. Nuke says got to take the Hilltoppers here with those points. And our Tom's also thinking Western Kentucky. All right. Yeah, these teams might be known for their offense, but so far we've seen a lot of unders so far from these two teams. But I'm going to take it to sneak over here tonight with Western Kentucky and Louisiana Tech. Figure we get it a little bit on track here. I'm going to go over. We have a lot of unders with these two teams combined 4 and 9, but I'm taking the over in this one. Justin's got the Hilltoppers as well. All right, I think that's going to do it for the college football today. 2 games, and we're going to be more action this week, weeknight college football. Okay, we've got to go to the hockey here tonight. We've got a 10-game card. And saw, like I said, those games there last night. We saw Philadelphia really beat up on the Kraken there. Montreal getting the win against Buffalo, and also the Golden Knights handled the business against the Hurricanes here, and the Golden Knights win another one at home. Okay, let's go to the hockey here right now, and start with. Well, you got the Sharks coming in here taking on the Isles in this one tonight, and Islanders pretty big favorite here at -220, total 6.5 in this one. Seeing it up to as high as 235 even here right now. We do have Askarov and Sorokin, definitely the goalies here right now. It's been a little rough for sure for Askarov here so far, and it's been rough for the Sharks. I mean, they're the team that's truly struggling here so far this season. Askarov averaging allowing 6.45 goals per game with an 0-1-1 record as the backup here. 83% save percentage for Sorokin. He's 1-3 with a 4.12 goals against coming in. Sounds like some numbers could be up here, but I don't know. I think the offense might be just weak enough here for the Sharks. I might have to take this one to go under here at 6.5. Yeah, at 6.5 under. I am going to go under with San Jose and the Islanders here tonight. We got, let's see here, Thunder win, Rockets cover for Greg. OKC for Sir Mackey. He says KD is old and he should go play in China. Yeah, man, and they just extended him 2 more years here for the Rockets. So looks like he'll remain a Rocket. The Devils are at the Maple Leafs here, and the Maple Leafs are favored at home. $1.20, total 5.5 over 35. I'm seeing some 6s out there for sure. I think it's got to be 6. You got at least 6, even slightly juiced to the over 6 here right now with New Jersey and Toronto. Here in this one for New Jersey, they come in here having won 4 of their 5 games so far this season. Toronto comes in 3-2-1. 3-2-1 here. Make sure of that. Yeah, 3-2-1 so far this season for the Leafs coming in. These two teams have gone over in 5 of their last 7 meetings, and they've also gone over in 6 of the last 8 meetings here in New Jersey. New Jersey has definitely struggled against Toronto here right now, having lost 14 of the last 17 meetings, actually, between the two teams. It's been a disaster here for New Jersey, but I don't know. I think I might consider them here right now with off to the good start that they are. Man, good news here for New Jersey with this hot start. Know that Toronto here, bit of an over so far, 4-2 to the over thus far coming in, and I think that's the way I got to consider as well here with the total at 6 flat. I know I saw the 5.5 up there, but I'm going to go over in this one with New Jersey and Toronto here tonight. And we've got here Roberts on the Sharks there on the puck line. Greg likes the Islanders to win this one, 4-2 over the Sharks. Barr says any Champions League. I'm going to have some, I think, today, probably unwinnable. Didn't really plan to cover it here. Like I said, I mean, look, there's a few of us that love it in there, but don't know if not everybody loves it. Var likes the Maple Leafs here. Mr. Mackey's on Tsitsipas. Maybe he's asking about Tsitsipas on the money line. I think I'm fading Tsitsipas in the match today. Robert's on the Devils here. Or Thompson's on the Leafs. Irish King likes Oklahoma City to win that game by 12. And Nuke says the Leafs players were partying at the Jays game last night. It'll be tough for them today. How about that? Oh, man. All right, Canadian Canucks here taking on the Pens. Got the Canucks here looking pretty good so far. A bit of a nice start for the Canucks. The 4-2 record. The Penguins are 4-2 also coming in this one. Canucks favored on the road here, $1.20 or so, maybe going down. Maybe the action is on the Penguins here a little bit so far. Total here feels like 6 over. I mean, I'll probably fix that. 6.5 on screen there, but yeah, you know what? There is a lot of 6.5s out there. How about that? Okay, yeah, Penguins coming in here, covering puck lines as well, looking pretty sharp so far are the Penguins. Maybe we're getting the new Penguins here this season. Pittsburgh's been playing pretty well at home as well, and Vancouver has gotten it done on the road a little bit so far. 4 of the last 5 meetings between these two teams have gone over. In fact, 5 straight meetings have gone over between these two. Occasional matchup here with Vancouver taking on Pittsburgh today. I'm going to go ahead and take Pittsburgh here at home at plus $1.05, maybe even money or so, but I'm going to try Pittsburgh here. Look, Vancouver's off to a good start. So is Pittsburgh, and I think with you see Silovs in there and Demko. I know that probably favors Demko here a little bit, but let me see if Silovs, because I thought it was going to be Yari, but I think I've got Silovs in there now. I put him on screen as the goalie here. So we'll see for Demko coming in. 3-1 record, 2.28 goals against, and a 92% save percentage. So we'll see if Yari's in there, but I think it's going to be Silovs today here actually for Pittsburgh. And in the chat, Robert's got the Penguins here too. And look at that. Irish King says Silovs, he got that shutout, get the shutout against the team who dumped him. Jimmy says take the Pens. Timothy says take the Sharks Isles over. And Jordy Fuentes is here today, channel member, and he says he likes the Penguins in this one. And Var likes Canucks here on the puck line. Wow. Good card here tonight, 10-game card. Pittsburgh money line for Jimbo as well. Okay. There's some Pittsburgh support, and there's some support for both teams, it looks like. Timothy went with the Maple Leafs against the Devils. Well, we've got some close matchups, but the next one's not. Got the Kraken here taking on the Caps, and the Caps are 270. Total 6 under at minus 120. Yeah, let's see. I've got a 5. I think it's mostly 6. I think I just got to call it 6 here. There we go with the Kraken taking on the Caps here in this one. Yeah, for the Kraken here so far, they come in with a 3-0-2 record. Man, they've been sharp. No doubt about it thus far. A good start here. Cover the puck line every game so far. For the Capitals, they're 4-2, although they have been close wins when favored. They're actually 2-4 on the puck line so far. They're allowing just 2 goals per game. We got, of course, good goaltending here with Logan Thompson in here, about as good as it gets. It feels like right now, 3-1 record, 1.75 goals against, a 92% save percentage. But Grubauer in here for Seattle, 0-1, 2.12 goals against, and a 90% save percentage. Big number for sure. Seattle's off to a good start. Maybe this is the game where they run up against a decent opponent here. But man, at 270, I got to at least consider this puck line with the Kraken at +1.5 minus $1.25. Playing pretty good, it feels like here right now is Seattle, and I think that this start to theirs and the fact that they're playing good again on the road can give them at least a chance on the puck line here. Now, Seattle has lost 4 of the last 5 meetings to Washington. 5 of the last 6 meetings between the two teams have gone under. Washington's been a bit of an under so far at home anyway, but they're 3-3 overall. Kraken are 3-2 to the over. I'm going to take the Kraken here on the puck line. Let's see if the chat has anything here. And Andrew says that Stolar's a new leaf coming in here, kind of taking charge maybe, or don't want to be, you're the new guy around, right? Timothy went with the Leafs there. Let's see here. NYC Bar says Capitals on the puck line. Irish King says 5-2 Washington, lay the puck line. R. Tomps also Capitals puck line and under for Justin here in this one. So maybe it's time for that Seattle runs out of juice here a little bit, but they certainly have been good so far. Decent. All right, next up, the Oilers are on the road here taking on the Senators. And the Oilers are a road favorite at $1.35 here. They come in just 2-3-1 so far, but Ottawa's just 2-4 and just 1-5 on the puck line. Ottawa's 5-1 to the over thus far, allowing 5 goals per game. And you got Edmonton coming in here, an uncharacteristic 2.5 goals per game so far. Coming in. So been a little bit inconsistent here for sure for Edmonton, not looking too great yet. Skinner comes in here with a 1-2-1 record, 2.22 goals against, and a 91% save percentage. For Linus Ullmark, 2-3 record, 4.0 goals against, and an 85% save percentage so far here this season. So with Edmonton, they've got to be able to find a win here, I would think. In Ottawa tonight as a small favorite. But I'm probably going to look to the total. Let me see what you guys have here in this one. You got an Edmonton team that has won 5 of the last 6 meetings between these two teams, and they've also won 8 of the last 10 meetings here at Ottawa. 4 of the last 6 meetings between the two teams have gone over, and yeah, maybe Edmonton's going to need to turn it up here to get a win tonight, but I don't know. I think I'm going to try the under in this one with Edmonton and Ottawa tonight at 6. That's pretty much 6 flat now. And I'm going to take the under here with Edmonton and Ottawa. Let's see what's going on in the chat here. And Ottawa said, and look, easy math. Nuke said, right? I said Ottawa's allowing 5 goals per game. There it is. There it is right there. And will they keep giving it up? I'm still taking the under here tonight. All right, let's see here. NYC Bar likes the Oilers here. AOD is joining us in the chat. Thank you. AOD. Timothy likes the Canucks and Penguins game to go under. Here's Jimbo. He likes the Oilers tonight. Robert says he'll take Ottawa here in this one at home with that plus money. Irish King says no sweat. He'll take them. Andrew says I got to go with the Oilers or I'm not betting on that one. And I'll try the under with Edmonton and Ottawa with those 5 goals. 5 goals against. Yeah, Ottawa got to figure it out a little bit. Panthers are on the road here, taking on the Bruins. The Panthers favored here, $1.55. Total 5.5 over minus 115. I think this one's shaded to the over here already with the Panthers and the Bruins tonight. And look, Bruins are off to a pretty solid start here. They were off to a solid start, but have started to give it back here a little bit right now. But Panthers also not in their best form yet, trying to get through the first part of the season with some injuries here. They both teams come in 3-4 actually, but Panthers on the puck line 1-6 so far. Meanwhile, the Bruins are 5-2 on the puck line. Yeah, you gotta lay a little bit of a price to take that Bruins puck line here, but these two teams are combined 5-9 to the under so far. The Panthers averaging just 2.1 goals per game so far. Bruins averaging 3 goals per game coming in. For the Panthers here, Bobrovsky likely in goal, 3-2 record, 202 goals against, and a 91% save percentage for Swayman. Comes in with a 2-2 record, 2.76 goals against, and a 91.5% save percentage. For Florida coming in here, look, like I said, all of a sudden, a bit of a struggle here right now, having won just one of their last 5 games right now coming into this one. Same for the Bruins. They've dropped 4 of their last 5 coming in. So 2 teams not looking great all of a sudden here. And I'll probably look to the total between these two. Let me see what you guys have in the chat. I'm going to take the side here in this one. Let's see here. 5 of the last 7 meetings between these two teams have gone under when playing here in Boston. Florida's actually won 6 of the last 9 meetings between the two teams overall. And I'm heading to the chat. With Jordy went with the Oilers back there. Thank you, Jordy. Timothy went with the Krakens and the Caps over. Irish King, Boston Moneyline. Greg says he's got Warriors and Thunder and the Panthers for a 3-teamer. And Nuke says it's starting to show a little bit here with those key stars out here right now for Florida. Extended Bruins Moneyline here for Robert. And Robert also liking the under in this one. Bruin says, I got to take this one as a dog here right now with Panthers struggling. They're on the road here, right? That's kind of what it feels like. Greg Gibson, he says, 4-2 Panthers right there. Okay. Yep. Both, like I said, both teams on 4-game losing streaks here right now. So I'll take the under here in this one with Florida and Boston. Oh boy, I'm on a lot of unders here. Timothy did say over in that Oilers and Senators game. I'm gonna have to find some overs here, maybe. All right, the Kings are on the road taking on the Blues. And man, the Kings have trouble in this series, don't they? Another one where they just seem to be overmatched a lot of the time. And now they're not playing too well either. And remember, St. Louis, dating back to last year, they are hot at home. In fact, if you go back so far, how the Blues are doing this season and how they were closing last season, they've actually won here now 16 of their last 18 games at home, and they're only favored here $1.30 or so against the Kings team that is not looking good here right now, and they were struggling at the end of last season too. In fact, they've lost 9 of their last 10 games on the ice, and like I said here so far, just 1, 3, and 2 so far coming in, averaging just 2.8 goals per game and allowing 4 goals per game so far. So Kings off to a rugged start, to say the least. see what you guys have here in this one. For the Kings here, and they'll have Forsberg, it looks like, in goal. 1-1-1 record, 3.87 goals against, an 88% save percentage coming in for Bennington here. 2-1 record, 2.8 goals against, and 88% save percentage for Bennington. I'm going to go over in this one right now. I'm concerned about the Kings here in this game defensively, and I think that I'm going to end up having to go here with the over in this one. The Kings can get it done. They're going to not. I don't think it'll be 2-1 if the Kings get it done here. I will say this: 5 of the last 6 meetings between the two teams have gone under so far. So they're in that series history, St. Louis has won 5 of the last 6 meetings between the two teams here in St. Louis. I'm going to go over, though, in this one. Robert likes over in the first period. And Andrew says, without Kopitar, it's been a problem so far. All right. Couple more here, having a good time on the morning steam show. Blue Jackets taking on the Stars here. Elvis Merzlikins going up against Ottinger here in this one for the Blue Jackets. They're 2-3 so far, 1-4 to the under for Columbus. Meanwhile, the Stars are 3-2 and they're 4-1 to the over, averaging 3.8 goals per game so far this season, but the Blue Jackets averaging just 2.8 goals per game coming into this one. For these two, 4 of the last 5 meetings have gone over when these two teams have met. Columbus is just 3-11 here in Dallas, 3-8 against Dallas last 11 trips in here. For Merzlikins, comes in here with a 1-1 record, 3.53 goals against, and a 92% save percentage. Meanwhile, for Ottinger, a 3-1 record, 2.95 goals against, and a 90.5% save percentage. I got to think Dallas here on the puck line for me at -1.5 at +130. I'm taking Dallas on the puck line tonight. Go to the chat a little bit, see what anybody has here. The Blues in that game against the Kings for VAR, and also Dallas puck line here for VAR. Okay. Next up, we've got the Ducks here on the road, taking on the Predators. Luke Dostal in the pipes here for the Ducks. The Ducks come in here with a 2-2-1 record, but 0-5 on the puck line so far. So, look, they've been favored in a few games at home, and they've been close. So, averaging just 2.8 goals against, allowing 3.6 goals against. Predators come in 2-2-2 with Josue Saros in the net tonight. Predators 1-5 to the under so far, averaging 2.5 goals per game so far this season. Anaheim has actually won 5 of the last 6 meetings against Nashville coming in. Nashville with some struggles here all of a sudden, losing here a few of these games there was some overtime in there for sure, but I think that offense is kind of killing them a little bit. For Luke Dostal here, he comes in 1-2 with 3.0 goals against and an 89.5% save percentage for Saros. 2-1-2 record, 2.35 goals against, and a 92% save percentage coming into this one. So, look, Anaheim's had a little bit of success against Nashville, and they're looking pretty okay here, I think. I want to take them here on the road at plus money. I'm going to take Nashville. I'm taking the Ducks here plus $1.05 or so on the road, maybe even $1.10. Let me see. It says $1.35 there on screen. I think you get $1.15 or better here right now with the Ducks, and I'm going to take the Ducks here on the road right now. NYC VAR did take Dallas. Oh, we already said that one. Here's Panthers Bruins over for Timothy. All right. One more game on the ice here tonight with the Avalanche taking on the Mammoth. Wow. Uh-oh. Is the Mammoth going to have no goalie? No, of course not. Vejmelka, I believe. Vejmelka. There we go. Hey, game of the night here right now with Colorado and the Mammoth. Wow, Colorado coming in here 5-0-1 so far this season. They are 1-5 to the under. Meanwhile, the Mammoth, they are 4-2 coming in. They're also 1-5 to the under. These two teams are combined 2-10 to the under so far this season. Avalanche allowing just 1.7 goals per game, and Mammoth allowing 2.2 goals per game so far. Wow. Colorado's won 4 out of the last 5 meetings between the two, and 4 out of the last 5 meetings between the two teams have gone under. With this goaltending so far, you got Wedgwood. I think he's been in there for all of them so far. Workhorse here for Colorado, 5-0-1, 1.48 goals against, and a 94% save percentage for Vejmelka here, 3-1 record with a 2.0 goals against and a 91% save percentage. Feels like a pretty good game here tonight. In fact, I think I'm going to take the Utah Mammoth to hand Colorado their first loss. I'm going to take the Mammoth plus money here at $15, $20 here a little bit. Colorado going up. Hey, they've been great, no doubt about it. Scary to see the Avalanche kind of kicking butt here so far to start the season. Jordy went with the Ducks there against Nashville with me. Irish King says lay it with Colorado right now. Just that, man, Utah's really building up a nice home ice situation. And Timothy likes the Blues here on the money line. And VAR likes under 6 goals. All right, gang. Yeah, we got some great soccer action here coming up in a couple of hours with the UEFA Champions League here tonight. And we got other great action as well. You got some action in England Championship here as well. Those are kind of the featured games on the pitch here. And we're getting close to the MLS playoffs. And how about my San Diego FC getting that top seed there? All right, it's going to do it here for the morning steam. Really appreciate you guys joining me here on the show. I'm nothing here without you guys. Believe me, if we need to get our viewership going, we want to keep the show going here on the channel. And so make sure that you're liking, sharing, subscribing, and make sure you pick up my picks over at winnable.com/Ramon. This is how you keep me coming back to the show. I'm not going anywhere, so why not join me for just 50 cents a day when you use the promo code STEAM at checkout and save 20% off those premium pick packages. Like I said, if you subscribe for $19.95 a month, and I'll give you 5 weeks for that, it comes out to less than 50 cents a day, and you'll get plays from me every day here and in these major sports. And with basketball starting now and with college basketball coming, this is the best time of year to be involved. So make sure you're joining us over here at winnable.com. Join the whole team. Join me. Join Mikey Money. Join MMA Jeff. And join Subhuman Gaucho and Sean Fox with the plays here from Winnable.
Hey, it's Mikey Money here, letting you know the Sports Money team is live on Winnable. Come check out our best bets.
For a low monthly cost, you get the very best bets delivered instantly to your phone by text the moment they're locked in. No delays, no missed lines, just the smartest plays at the best odds.
We do the work, you get the plays, and they're sent right to your phone right when we drop them.
Don't wait, don't guess, don't miss the line. Join the winning team today and start cashing tickets with Winnable.
All right, thank you, Mike. Great job there. And let's get it rolling here with our contest here. Got 20 commenters here, and the winner will win 1 month. So check out the plays. See how I do. See the type of plays that come in there, and I think you'll enjoy getting the product there from me. Timothy had one more pick. He says Predators there. Says Ducks have been overrated. Maybe so, but I don't know about the Predator. Good job, Timothy, though. Appreciate it. Let's do the drawing here right now. We'll get on out of here. Justin, Aubrey, Nuke, Kripke in there, Robert McCormick, and the winner is Stop Geo. Oh, no, it's Jordy. Jordy won it. Hey, Jordy, nice to see you in there. Hey, Jordy, if you use the promo code WINNER over at winnable.com, I'll deliver to you free plays every day for a month. If not, you can give it to somebody else. You can award the prize to somebody else. But all you do is sign up for 1 month and use the promo code WINNER. It'll immediately change it to $0. There's no charge on that. You do a great job so far joining us as part of the members of the Chat All-Stars. So want to thank you and, offer this package to you here if you want to check out how the plays work and how I work over on Winnable. Thank you, Jordy. Great job. Great to have you as a new commenter, too. And then here is Tom Regard. Nice to see Tom there in the chat. That's going to do it here for the morning steam. We'll be back tomorrow, but I will be back here in just a short time with our coverage of UFC 312 as we get ready for that action here this weekend with that main event, Aspinall versus Gane on Saturday. Remember to join us this Saturday at 10 p.m. 9:45 a.m. Eastern, 6:45 a.m. Pacific for UFC 321 from Abu Dhabi. With that main event, and we'll be there all morning and afternoon with the guys and our coverage of UFC here this weekend. It'll be a short show on the morning steam. That's what it'll be. Maybe we'll start a few minutes earlier. Maybe we'll start at officially 9 Eastern, at least try to get a 45 minutes of morning steam in there on a Saturday. It's not going to be, we're not going to have too much coverage here. It'll be kind of a day off for the morning steam because of the UFC coverage here this weekend. All right, it's going to do it here. Thank you for joining me on the Morning Steam. Back tomorrow for more Morning Steam. Join Mikey Money today, 6 p.m. Eastern, 3 p.m. Pacific. Mikey gets you ready for the primetime action here. And we'll have also here, I'm thinking Tuesday night, no contender series, but I think we're going to be trying to come in with some programming here on Tuesday nights once college basketball gets rolling, because that'll really get it going. So, all right, it's going to do it here for the Morning Steam and for the Sports Money Network. I'm Ramon Scott. So long.
Cover that's gonna cash. Then we make the 100-yard dash to the window. I don't know what you thought. It's Ramon Scott running so hot. Sports make money and we make money with sports money every single day. NFL, NHL, NCAA. Stay away from the juice or might play a parlay. It's the Morning Steam. What? Ramon Scott. Sports money. What? Wake your ass up and let's get to the money. Get to the money.